ABC News Chief Global Affairs Correspondent Martha Raddatz, who of course will be hosting this week later this morning. Martha, it is good to see you. Good morning. Let's go ahead and start with tomorrow's meeting between Presidents Trump and Zelenskyy. Obviously, very high stakes here.
Extremely high stakes. And as Ian said, now with those European leaders there, it should be a little bit of a different dynamic, not Zelenskyy alone being berated by the president with really nowhere to go and no one to rely on at that time. We also have to remember that after that, Zelenskyy met with President Trump at the Vatican and sort of healed those wounds. But this summit brings it all back. That President Trump did not ask for a ceasefire, did not get a ceasefire. And as far as we can tell, there's actually no consequences thus far for Vladimir Putin because a ceasefire wasn't declared. So tomorrow, all of that will be brought up in the White House, in the Oval Office, with President Zelenskyy, who I'm sure is going to have to walk a very fine line, but really, truly a different dynamic there with the European leaders, Gio.
And Martha, let's zoom out on that meeting between Trump and Putin that we saw in Alaska. When you look at its place in history, what do you see?
Well, actually, Gio, since we were there and watching it live, I think what you'll remember from that meeting are those images of President Trump and Vladimir Putin, his adversary, walking down a red carpet together, greeting each other in a very friendly way, and then completely abandoning his call for a ceasefire. That's how history will look at that. We hope at some point history changes and there is some sort of ceasefire, some sort of peace agreement. But right now, that seems a long way off, Gio.
A long way off, and that is a heartbreaking thought. All right, Martha Raddatz, thank you so much, as always. And be sure to watch ABC's This Week Later. Martha will cover all of the fallout from the summit with Secretary of State Marco Rubio and former Biden National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. Plus, she'll speak with Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen about the Trump administration's efforts to seize control of Washington, D.C.'s police department.